Hi, it's Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is The Best Bike Ever from 1985. So let's get started. Every Saturday morning, I fill a pail with water. I get clean rags and a sponge. I unlock my bike and wheel it off the porch. This Saturday, my big sister sat on the porch, railing, watching me. Are you going to wash your bike again? She asked. I ignored her. My bike was my best position. It looked just like new. The fenders were still smooth. The handlebar was still shiny. My sister's bike looked old. The fenders were scratched. The handlebar was rusty. You never ride your bike, my sister said. Just then, the boy next door ran out of his house, waving his arms. Hey, Mr. T. Hey, Mr. T is at the mall, he yelled. I heard it on the radio. My sister almost fell off the railing. Mr. T is her hero. She watches him on TV. She walked around saying, Take it from me, Mr. T, in a deep voice. I'm going with you, she shouted. She ran from her bike. Then she let out a shriek. My back tire is flat. She pointed to a nail in the tire. Let me take your bike, she pleaded. No way, I said. You know I never let anyone ride my bike. Just this once, my sister begged, I got to see Mr. T. No, I said, never. Suddenly, my big sister grabbed my bike. She jumped on the seat and took off down the drive. Stop, stop, I yelled. I was afraid she would wreck my bike. I am a fast runner, but I couldn't catch up with my sister. I had to go to the mall. I had to get my bike back. The mall was crowded with kids, hundreds, maybe thousands. Mr. T was surrounded by them. He stood in the middle, laughing and joking, and right beside him was my sister with my bike. Kids were pushing my bike. Kids were leaning on my bike. Get away from my bike, I yelled. I dove into the crowd. I grabbed my handlebar. I grabbed the handlebar of my bike, but I fell against my sister and knocked her into Mr. T. Stop pushing and shoving, Mr. T boomed. I hardly heard him. I was checking my bike. There was dirt on the tire, but I could wash that off. Then I saw the dent. Oh no, there's a dent in my fender, I cried. Mr. T moved the kids back. Then he studied the back fender. Hey, he said, it's tough to get a dent in a new bike. The bike isn't new. It's a year old, my sister said. Mr. T frowned. Look new. He walked around my bike. Smooth fender, except for the dent. Shiny handlebars. He thumped a tire. No wear on the tires. She worshipped her bike. She never rides it, my sister said. I clean it every Saturday, I said proudly. I lock it on the porch. I ride it very carefully so it won't get banged up. Mr. T walked back around my bike. All at once, he swung his giant body onto the seat and took off. All the kids cheered. I held my breath. Mr. T on my bike. He'd be sure to break it. You supposed to ride a bike, Mr. T shouted. He rode in a circle with one hand. You're supposed to enjoy a bike. Mr. T laughed. He rode in the figure eight at full speed. The bike wasn't even cracking under his huge body. I watched him whiz by on my bike. He looked like an Olympic star. Boy, could he go. Finally, Mr. T stopped. He put his foot on the ground. He held up both hands until everyone was quiet. Sometimes things are too important to us. You don't worship things, just God. Mr. T's voice rang like a school bell. Not bikes or radio, not clothes or ring, just God. Get that, little sister? I nodded my head. Yes, maybe Mr. T was right. He sure seemed to have more fun riding my bike than I did. Don't let your position possess you, Mr. T warned it. Then he crouched beside my bike. I watched him fit his finger under the fender. Thump. Mr. T pressed hard. Ping. The dent popped out. Wow, I shouted. Next time the dent might not come out so easy, Mr. T said. But the bike will ride just that good. It's the riding that counts. I jumped on the seat and took off. First I rode in the circle with both hands. Then I rode in the figure eight at full speed. The kids cheered when I tipped my bike into a wheelie. Riding my bike was great fun. It was even fun for Mr. T. So that was the best bike ever for 1985. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day. We'll have another video coming out real soon.